All right, so we're going to start from the very beginning, and we're going to take you through this thing step by step by step. Does that sound good to you? You know, I have surveyed my list, and hundreds of thousands of people, you know, and vast majority of those people said that they're not making any money online whatsoever because they are overwhelmed. They don't know what to do first, second, third, and so forth in the right order, which is important. You know, and most of those people don't even have a website up. They don't know how to put up a simple landing page. You know, of course, how can they make money if they don't know the basic stuff, right? So if you are in that category, I have got great news for you. You know, because we're gonna, in this module here, we're gonna walk you through this thing in a very step-by-step process. And hopefully we're gonna completely remove the overwhelm and frustration and confusion, you know, out of the equation. All right, so if you don't have a website, if you don't know how to do this technical stuff, this module is for you. Okay, if you are someone advanced and you know how to do this stuff, great. You know, no problem. You can move on to the next thing. All right, but if you want to learn how to, you know, get a domain name, how to set up your hosting, how to put up a website, how to optimize everything, how to link everything together, how to get your autoresponder linked to your landing page, you know, and actually how to put everything up online so it's, you know, it's live and you know you're getting leads, you know, building your list, then you really need to pay very close attention. So here's what we're gonna do. This first video, we're going to start off by showing you how to get a domain name. Okay, some tricks and some, you know, cool tips on how to buy a domain name, what to look for, you know, how do you get a keyword-rich domain name for whatever it is that you want to promote. Okay, so my buddy Frank, who is our company's designer, he's going to walk you through on his computer, all right, and he's going to walk you through this and show you and tell you how to pick a domain name and what to do there in that category. All right, so it's going to be a lot of fun. It's like you standing behind his shoulder and watching his computer screen of him doing stuff on the computer. All right, should be fun. So with that being said, here's Frank.
Hello everyone, this is Frank from High Traffic Academy. This video is part of the A to Z of landing pages. Today we're going to be covering what's a domain name and its differentiation to a URL. We will also cover how to have keyword-rich domain names. Okay, so let's jump right into it. Basically, folks, a domain name. What is a domain name? Everyone that enters the internet world, you basically have to have an address for people to find you, people to know where you are. And just like Google.com, Yahoo.com, these are domain names. So when you get yours, for example, yourdomain.com, that's your domain name. So instead of having a bunch of numbers like Google's IP to where I am, Google's IP appears as 216, 239, etc. But for us humans, it's a lot easier to remember Google.com. So that's what it is, a domain, yourdomain.com. So now that you have your domain name, you need to have hosting. Okay, we're going to cover hosting in a separate video. But suffice it to say that hosting is basically what I like to refer to as housing. So that people can actually, although you now have an address, right? But if you don't have a house, people doesn't recognize where it is. So you need to have your housing or hosting so that you can start storing pages. You can start storing what you would like people to see in your domain, in your lot area. All right? So we'll cover that in another video. So, but what is a URL? Basically, a URL is when you're outgrown your house and it's become a big apartment building that has different location, of course, right? You have different rooms. You have this room that you want your landing pages to show people your landing pages. You want to send them to this another room. You want to send them to this other room. Okay? So basically, yes, a URL stands for Unique Resource Locator. So your resource, for example, is now on the 3rd floor in room 3B. So you will give them the URL yourdomain.com/3rd floor /room 3b.html. So that is a URL. All right? And let's jump right to our next topic, which is the keyword-rich domain searching. Okay, I usually use a resource here called webconfs vid1.com. Okay, well, this resource basically it helps and suggests keyword-rich domain names. Now, having a very rich domain name helps a lot, and it's an important factor of search engine optimization. For example, I would like to have online traffic in the domain that I would like to buy. Okay, let's insert this one so that we can do a search. All right, submit. Now on the next page, it will usually show me a bunch of URLs, or I mean a bunch of domain names that is either available or not available. All right, so here's a listing of all the domain names with the words I've chosen as keyword. All right, so that's the list, and these are the keywords and the number of results people are looking for this domain names. All right, and the status of the domain. As you can see, most of this are not available anymore, it looks. All right, well, this is why it takes a lot of creativity now and imagination to come up with very good domain names, because most one-word, two-word, even three-word top domains are really not available anymore. So what I do, okay, is I usually just take, for example, like this, increaseonlinetraffic.com. I like the sound of these three words together. So what I will do is I will play around with it. I will go to GoDaddy.com. I use GoDaddy.com to search for if domains are available or not. So what I will do with this word now is I will play around with it and place, for example, let's take traffic and put it in the beginning instead. So I would like to see if trafficincreaseonline.com is available, right? Does that even make sense? Traffic increase online. Let's see if it's available. All right, so as you can see, trafficincreaseonline.com is available, just $11.99. Okay? So again, if something is not available, then play around with it, you know? Go back, traffic increase online. If that was not available, then let's say increase traffic online. That's already taken. What about this one? There you go. OnlineTrafficIncrease.com is also available. See what I mean of just creatively moving those words around would help you a lot. Okay?
All right, so before you go any further, quick recap, all right, pit stop. So if you are following along, the first thing that you need to do is come up with a cool domain name, right? So go to those two sites mentioned in this video and brainstorm yourself a cool domain name for whatever it is that you want to promote. The only thing I'd like to tell you about that is, you know, if you are promoting how to make money online type product or service or company or business opportunity, an ebook or whatever, right? So if you're promoting, you know, a niche that's talking about how to make money online, your domain has to kind of match that whatever it is that you're promoting. You see what I'm saying? I know it's basic stuff, it's just common sense stuff, it's very like elementary stuff, right? But I've seen so many people, for example, promoting how to make money online product, and they have a domain that they bought from some MLM company like 5 years ago that's talking about how to lose weight. You see what I'm saying? So they're using that domain to promote their money-making program, and those two don't match up. You don't want to do that. You know, don't do that. So get yourself a cool domain name, and preferably something short. You know, if you can come up with a cool sounding, like catchy domain name that, for example, you know, you go to a coffee shop and your buddy is there and he's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And you know, you say, I'm making money online, right? He goes, "Really? What's your website?" You want to have something that's going to be easy to remember, something that will be catchy, something that will reflect, you know, whatever it is that you're doing. Does that make sense? All right. So first things first. If you are following along, go ahead and stop this video, and before you go to any further, go and get yourself a cool domain name for whatever it is you want to promote. Okay. And then over the next three videos, Frank is going to walk you through on how to register a domain, how to create a GoDaddy account. Like I said, this thing is going to be very step-by-step for you. So he's going to walk you through, and show you everything that you need to do in the right order of how you need to do it. All right, so that's it for this video. In the next video, he's going to walk you through domain registration. See you there.